So this is the pound dollar analysis for Wednesday 29th of November. Now, before we begin the analysis, a quick risk disclaimer. And with the risk disclaimer out of the way, we can begin the analysis. So let's just have a look on the 28th. So on the 28th, we did come down, and we did, in a way, we did see this trend slowly weakening. The reason we could anticipate that is because we do see these smaller candles, increasingly bullish candles. We could have had a test of that 133.04, but we did find support previously in around 133.10. So we have come into this 133.10. We have found support for another retest of that 33.50. Now, 33.50 is a key level. It's marked out here in red. So we did expect to see some sell side momentum coming after that 33.50. We did see that selling momentum, as can be indicated by this candle. Mainly, most of the candle is wick, even though it did close bullish. It is a bit of a pin bar just there. And we did see some selling momentum taking us all the way through that 33.04, beyond 32.81, which acted as support previously. And the momentum took us all the way down to an area that we did mention in the previous analysis video in around 32.20. So we did come down to 32.20, and we caught a bit lost for words, but we did catch. Could say we caught a bit of a bid here. This size of this candle, just this large bullish candle with the red triangle beneath it, indicates it's likely some news related thing. It's not normal. It is a pretty abnormal candle to actually. When was it actually released? This candle opened at 5 p.m. UK time. So normally we don't have news. Normally fundamental news releases in the UK are normally 9:30 UK time. So at 5, it would likely be some on-schedule news event which saw this very somewhat sporadic move to the upside on the pound against the dollar. So we did come down to this level that we did mention in around 32.20, that we have seen support previously. So we did coming down to this key level. Well, it's not as key as these levels marked out here in red, but it was an area that we did see a swing previously in the market in around 32.20. So we came down to 32.20, caught an amazing bid, closed near the highs of the candle. Now the very next candle retraced quite a bit. I'm sure there might have been a few nervous traders that actually got into the market around 32.20. But again, we do seem to be having more upside momentum. Now, we have come into this area where we have seen a sell-off previously from this 33.80. And as again, we've had some weakness from a 33.80. We've come down below this 33.50. But we do look poised for another retest of a 33.80. Now, if this is a strong fundamental catalyst, in regards to the pound, whether it's a Brexit-related news or some Bank of England policy decision or so on, we could potentially see prices have a further continuation to the upside. So we look for potential upside targets here on the pound against the US dollar. So we are just going to have a look at the levels above us. Now, if we do get the bullish continuation into the European session tomorrow or during the Asian session tonight, we already have had a test of a 33.50 disappear by the lower wick on this candle just here. So we do look poised for a retest. If we do successfully navigate this 33.80 for a retest of the, well, not retest, a test of this 34.29. He hasn't been tested in quite a while now, so we'll see how we react in around 34.29, where we do see some selling momentum take us all the way back down to 33.68. But we're looking for price to come to 34.29. If we do get strong momentum, we could potentially see 34.88 come into focus, and it just depends on the volatility of the market. 34.88. We're currently at 33. Actually, it's well within range of normal volatility of the pound against the US dollar, even though we have had weaker volatility more recently. So to the far end of the range, I wouldn't anticipate this coming into focus, but we've got our highs here of 2017 so far in around 36.57. 36.57 couples nicely with the close of the weekly candle on the week of Brexit. So if you have a look at the weekly time frame, the candle which that closed for that week in which the Brexit decision was made closed at 136.59, and our most recent highs of 2017 has been 136.57. So we'll see if we do get up there for more an area for potential more sell side momentum, possibly take us all the way back down to 34.88. But it is a very big zone. I don't anticipate there being enough volatility, because even with this somewhat sporadic move here that we have seen here on the 28th, several multiples to get all the way up to 36.57. So at far end of the range might be in around this 33.50 if we do catch a tremendous bid, in around 34.88 and 35.50. Now we have to look for potential downside targets, because this could possibly end as being an exhaustive move. So if we do turn around from where we are and we're not able to pretty much close consistently above 33.80, we'll be looking to see our price react to 33.50, below which we're looking for 33.04. Beyond that, 32.81. And below that, we're looking in around our previous swing in the market. Now we have caught a bit over here on the left, and more recently on the 28th, in around a 32.20, below which we've got 31.93. I don't anticipate us coming much, can't anticipate us pretty much negating the 32.20, but if we did, we're looking at around this 31.93, and I'd expect 31.93 possibly to be the far end of the range, considering that this has been a very strong bullish move. Let's just have a look at the daily time frame before wrapping up here on the pound dollar. So if we go over to the daily time frame here on the pound dollar, we can see here, let's just grab the pen. So on this daily time frame on the pound dollar, we can see this candle with the large wicks to the ups and downside was this possible news related event here on the 28th. We have seen a pretty strong continuation so far in the early part of the 29th. So we do have a candle that is posting while it's not as large as, say, this candle over here to the left, it is pretty large in context of all these smaller candles that we've had to the upside. Now we've had a persistent trend to the upside, and it has been consistent. We're now trading above these most recent highs, so we do look poised for more upside momentum. We have come down and found this support down here. We've had a consistent continuation, so we do look poised to head up towards our 34.29, and we've already mentioned the other levels that we are looking at in terms of where we potentially see prices retrace heavily from. Now, that should wrap up the pound dollar analysis. Thanks for watching.